If you're looking to buy your first home in Las Vegas but don't think you have enough money saved, stay right here because this video could change everything. Howdy, I'm Ray McCullough, realtor with Keller Williams Las Vegas, and I've been helping buyers in this market navigate one of the most overwhelming decisions of their lives, buying a home for the first time. The number one question I often hear is, are there any type of down payment assistance programs to qualify for? Well, here's what most people don't know. Nevada has programs built to help first-time buyers get into a home. So that home you've been walking past and dreaming about may not be as far away as you think. So first, let's clear up a few things because this surprises people. You don't have to be a complete first-time buyer to qualify for some of these programs. In Nevada, a first-time buyer is defined as anyone who has not owned a home within the last 3 years. So if you have owned a home in the past and you don't anymore and it's been past 3 years, you may still qualify for some of these programs. So let's get to talking about some of them. The biggest one is Home is Possible, and it's ran by the Nevada Housing Division. Basically what it does is it gives you up to 4 to 5% of your loan amount. That's real money to use towards your down payment or closing costs. So on a $350,000 home, that could be up to $14,000 to $17,000 you didn't have to save yourself. And the best part about all of it is if you stay in that home for 3 years or more, you don't have to pay it back. It's forgiven. So to qualify for a program like this, you need a credit score of about 640. Your household income needs to be within the program limits, which also depends on your family size and the county you live in. And then you just need to complete a free online home buyer education course. Once you have all that taken care of, that's it. You just need to talk to a lender or a very reliable realtor, and we'll get you started. So another thing, if you want to take that even further, there's a program called HIP Plus. And that's basically Home is Possible plus a mortgage credit certificate. Now, what this MCC does is it gives you an annual federal tax credit of up to $2,000 every year based on the mortgage interest you pay. Now, it's important to note that that's not a deduction. That's a credit. That's money directly off of your tax bill every year you're in that home. This is one of the most underused benefits in Las Vegas real estate, and almost nobody talks about it. And if you're a veteran or active military, there's a version of Home is Possible designed just for us, because I'm a veteran, hoorah, Marine Corps, with below market interest rates and the MCC fee waived entirely. Teachers, you have your own program too. There's about $7,500 towards your down payment or closing costs. That money is yours if you stay in the home for 5 years. So there's a few other programs I like to talk about. Home First is a program that offers up to $15,000, in down payment assistance as a forgivable loan. This is structured as a second mortgage, silently, and after 3 years in the home, it becomes forgivable. There's also another program called Home at Last. This one is through the Nevada Rural Housing Authority, and it's an interest-free second mortgage, also forgivable after 3 years. Households earning up to $165,000 may qualify for that one. So now that you know some of the state programs, let's talk about some of the federal loan options you have. These can be used in conjunction with the same house that you want to buy. So your basic one is your FHA loan. So you can usually put as little as 3% down with a credit score of about 580 to 600. So if you're batting over 600, you're good to go. You can put 3% down compared to a conventional loan, which is 20% down, which is definitely getting you in that door quicker. If you have a VA loan, that's of course 0% down, and you don't have to worry about any mortgage insurance. If you want to use a USDA loan, this is a government-backed zero down payment mortgage designed for low to moderate income buyers in eligible rural and suburban areas. So to find out where those areas are, you typically just need to talk to a good realtor or a lender, and they'll draw up a map for you just to show you where those areas are so you can use those loans. So, like I said earlier, these can be stacked with the Nevada programs to give you your best chance at getting you in the home. So, I've said all this, and what does it mean? Because if you're a buyer and you have these programs available to you, there's probably something in the back of your mind that's still disqualifying yourself before you even get to make an offer. So let me help alleviate some of that for you. If you got some negative marks on your credit report, you got some debt that you think is going to disqualify you, there's a lot of things you can work around. So if you got charge-offs on your credit, those are usually automatically ignored when you're applying for a home. Good thing is medical debt is usually automatically ignored as well. If you have collections that are less than $2,000, those are usually automatically ignored too. The biggest one is student loans. If you have your student loans in forbearance, it's usually pretty good and ideal to make sure that they are still in forbearance while you're going through the housing progress. So make sure that when you're starting escrow to closing, that forbearance lasts as long as possible, because you don't want to be in the middle of the process and the forbearance ends, because that can put a quagmire in a whole lot of things. Yeah, but other than that, you should definitely talk to a lender before self-disqualifying yourself. There's more programs out here to get people like us into homes for the first time. So, if you're a first-time home buyer in Las Vegas and you want to know what programs you personally qualify for, reach out. That's what I do. Again, all the links you need will be in the description below. The Nevada Housing Division, program pages, everything. Once again, I'm Ray McCullough with Keller Williams Las Vegas. Let's get you a home.